The Boston Celtics have officially locked up their center of the future. The front office just handed out a massive contract extension that secures a dominant defensive force for the long term. Neemias Queta has finalized a brand new 4-year deal worth $56 million. This life-changing agreement rewards his incredible journey from the bottom of the roster to the highest stage. The athletic 7-foot center has completely transformed his status in the league. He went from a struggling backup fighting for minutes to performing like a top 10 big man during a historic regular season. This incredible development story is sending massive shockwaves through the basketball world. Rival franchises are watching in total disbelief as Boston uncovers yet another valuable core piece. The journey to this lucrative contract extension was filled with immense hurdles. Queta originally entered the league with a massive point to prove after facing early career rejection. He was originally selected by the Sacramento Kings, but the franchise ultimately deemed him expendable. They made the hasty choice to cut him loose, which is a decision they surely regret deeply today. The Kings failed to see the unique defensive potential hidden within his massive frame. They lacked the patience required to develop a raw international prospect over multiple seasons. Their short-sighted decision became an absolute blessing for the Celtics. Brad Stevens recognized his raw physical tools and immediately chose to invest in his upside. The front office saw a diamond in the rough who just needed the right environment to truly thrive. They welcomed him into an organization that prides itself on player development. The city of Boston quickly became a true home for the Lisbon, Portugal native. He embraced the rich culture of the franchise and dedicated himself to working relentlessly every single day. The coaching staff played a massive role in unlocking his true potential on the floor. Head coach Joe Mazzulla challenged the young center constantly from the moment he arrived at the facility. Mazzulla is notorious for pushing his players to their absolute limits. He demanded elite defensive focus and refused to let Queta accept anything less than his absolute best effort. The coaching staff continuously watched his tape and pointed out areas for structural growth. They wanted him to improve his lateral quickness and his vertical rim protection. When you are as inherently driven as Queta, you welcome that type of intense coaching. He embraced the daily criticism and used it as direct fuel to elevate his entire basketball skill set. He spent his early days in Boston sitting on the bench behind established veterans. He quietly learned the nuances of the game from Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis, and Luke Kornet. Watching those proven champions prepare for games provided him with an invaluable education. He absorbed their positioning techniques and learned how to navigate complex league defensive schemes. He paid close attention to how Al Horford used his body to wall off stronger post players. He studied how Porzingis timed his leaps to reject shots without picking up cheap fouls. His patience and hard work behind the scenes paid off in a massive way this year. Injuries to the front court forced Queta into a prominent role on the court during the regular season gauntlet. He stepped into the starting center spot and immediately dominated the interior paint. He provided the team with an elite level of rim protection and a ferocious presence on the backboards. Let us look closely at the mind-blowing statistics that earned him this $56 million extension. His analytical impact on the floor was truly among the elite tier of the league. Queta averaged 10.2 points and 8.4 rebounds per game. He also contributed 1.7 assists and 1.3 blocks while anchoring the interior defense. His advanced metrics are even more impressive to analyze. He produced the 4th highest net rating in the entire association, among players appearing in at least 60 games this season. His net rating sat at a spectacular 13.2 points per 100 possessions. That means Boston completely obliterated opponents whenever he was on the basketball court. He also ranked 5th in the league in win shares per 48 minutes. This metric proves that his individual contributions directly translated into winning basketball for the franchise. Please take a quick moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated on all these breaking roster updates. Your support helps us create these deep breakdowns. His scoring efficiency was another major weapon for the coaching staff. Queta finished the campaign with the 3rd highest field goal percentage in the league, hitting 65.3%. He showed soft touch around the rim and finished thunderous dunks in transition. He became a highly reliable target for guards driving into the paint. He was an absolute menace on the glass, especially on the offensive end of the floor. He snagged 230 offensive rebounds, which ranked 8th highest in the entire league. Those extra possessions allowed the perimeter shooters to get secondary looks at the basket. His offensive rebounding completely broke the spirit of opposing defensive units. He secured 636 total rebounds to finish 11th overall. He also excelled at the dirty work by generating 273 screen assists, which was 2nd overall. Those physical screens cleared pristine driving lanes for Jason Tatum. His selfless playing style allowed the perimeter stars to operate with maximum freedom against opposing defenses. His basketball experience is still incredibly fresh despite his immense statistical production. The soon-to-be 27-year-old big man only recently surpassed 2,000 career minutes. That low minute total means his body has very little wear and tear. It also suggests that he still possesses a massive amount of untapped potential that the coaching staff can unlock later. The true test of his mental fortitude arrived during the intense environment of the postseason. He got his first meaningful taste of playoff basketball during a grueling championship run. The transition to the playoffs was initially filled with heavy adversity. Early foul trouble consistently undermined his playing time and prevented him from finding a consistent rhythm. He struggled to adjust to the strict officiating style of the postseason. Opposing teams targeted him in space and forced him into making costly mistakes that sent him to the bench. The front office then made the choice to bring in Mitchell Robinson in free agency. This move meant Queta had to sacrifice his starting role and adjust to coming off the bench. Many young players would have pouted or lost their confidence after a demotion. But the character he showed in the face of this adversity is what truly defines his basketball identity. He completely shook off his previous postseason struggles when the team needed him most. The ultimate moment of truth arrived during a do-or-die Game 7 against the Philadelphia 76ers. With the entire season on the line, Queta delivered a legendary performance off the bench. He generated 17 points, which was the third most on the entire Boston roster that afternoon. He connected on critical field goals and stabilized the offense when the starters were resting. His energy completely re-energized the hometown crowd at the TD Garden. He also fought relentlessly on the glass to secure 12 massive rebounds. He matched superstar center Joel Embiid for the most total rebounds in that entire high-stakes playoff contest. Walling off a former league most valuable player in a Game 7 is an incredible achievement. He used his lower body strength to keep Embiid away from his favorite spots on the floor. That heroic Game 7 showcase gave Brad Stevens total confidence moving forward. It proved that Queta has the mental toughness to deliver when the lights are at their brightest. The front office did not hesitate to reward that winning character with a lucrative contract extension. The long-term stability provides the big man with incredible peace of mind. But this financial security will not dim the fierce fire burning inside him. He remains incredibly hungry to prove that he belongs among the absolute elite centers in the world. The success of his career year has only fueled his desire to keep climbing higher. He views this extension as the start of a brand new chapter, rather than the final destination. The Boston center room is now one of the deepest and most talented in the NBA. The coaching staff can mix and match different lineups depending on the specific matchup requirements. They can utilize the elite rim protection of Mitchell Robinson to slow down physical centers. They can deploy the versatile playmaking and rebounding of Queta to supercharge the second unit. This roster depth is paramount under the punitive rules of the collective bargaining agreement. Front offices must draft well and develop cheap talent to survive the heavy luxury tax. The development of Queta from an afterthought into a $56 million asset is a masterclass. It highlights the supreme culture and organizational excellence of Boston. The fans at the TD Garden have embraced the big man with open arms. They love his relentless work ethic and his passionate style of play every single night on the hardwood. He has officially found his true basketball home in the United States. He is deeply excited to continue fighting for championships alongside Jason Tatum for years to come. The future is incredibly bright for the Lisbon native as he enters his prime. Basketball world will be watching to see how high this rising star can ultimately climb. Let us know what you think about this massive $56 million contract extension in the comments below. Do you think he can become the permanent starting center for Boston?